Hello, it is Saturday, June 22nd, 2024. I'm Chris Bremo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving what may well be the trickiest puzzle of the week, and that could be saying something, given, I think, the puzzles over the last couple days. It's a themeless puzzle. I'm very curious to see how this one goes. Actually, I've been curious since Thursday, so let's find out. And this curious edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Alex, Kathleen Quinn, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler. Thank you so much to the four of them. They're benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, which means they support this channel. They keep the whole thing going. For that, I'm very appreciative. Thank you to those four, and thank you to everybody who's a patron of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to join the ranks of those four, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find all of the bonus videos available to patrons, which should include, by the time you see this, the most recent mini puzzle pseudo speed solve, which I did solve yesterday, and then something went wrong and it didn't upload properly. So I will get back to that today, and it should be fine. So thank you to everybody who does support the channel in that way. And thanks if you subscribe on YouTube, if you like the comments, or, well, like or comment on the videos from time to time. Those things are all helpful. And finally, there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server you can join via description field link as well to that nice, friendly chat community. And with all that said, let's get on to today's crossword by Huang Kim Vu, who's constructed, I think, around a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. It's a themeless Saturday puzzle. Let's get on with it. Let's start solving. Fairly open grid, which is not uncommon on Saturdays. Fermented mixture in Japanese cooking. Is it miso paste? Let's see. Let's just make sure that that's actually right. Set for a campsite. Set for a campsite. Made camp? No, you wouldn't repeat the word camp. Set for a campsite. Oh, maybe something like a cooking set or something? I'm not sure what that is. One way to be left. You could be left in, there are all sorts of ways you could be left. Bung, e.g. A bung could be a sort of, a bit of a sort of bribe or a token amount of money thrown at somebody, that kind of thing. What would it be otherwise? It's more of a British usage, I guess. I don't know. I don't actually know what this is. Sorry. What the royal crown of Spain is plated with. Oh, oro, gold in Spanish. That at least I can put in. So that's good. That works with miso paste. Well, I guess I assume that's what it is, but I suppose it's a circular argument because I'm relying on miso paste to suggest that. It's black and white or sometimes red. Piece? I don't think that's right. I was thinking like chess or checkers pieces, that kind of thing, but I don't think that's right. Historically, it corresponded with how much a farmer could plow in one day. Oh, an acre. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Makes sense, I suppose, that it would be essentially functional measurement. Alternatives to irons. Could be irons as in golf clubs. Could be irons as in the metal. Could be irons as in someone in sort of manacles, and sort of shackles. Which I guess could theoretically be the answer here. That feels a bit of a reach, but oops. Guinea pigs, e.g. testes, maybe? People who are, I guess people are animals or subjects of a test who are sort of subjected to something. That feels right to me. Book with the story of Purim. I don't know what specific book this would be of the Hebrew Bible. Oh, Elijah? I don't know. I don't even know if that's actually a book. I don't know if that's a book. Probably isn't. But okay, so let's see. Some theatrical transitions. Well, probably ends with an S. No, I was going to say something scenes, but that's not the case. Something to do with lighting. Some theatrical transitions. Oh, I don't know. Stovetop convenience. Stovetop convenience. Boy, the last few days have been pretty tough for me. Month in which the U.S. Constitution was signed. I'm not sure about that off the top of my head. Is it? No, I don't think I know that information offhand. Worsening situation from which there is no escape. Worsening situation from which there is no escape. It's black and white or sometimes red. Oh, it could be a panda. Pandas are either black and white, or then there's also the animal called the red panda. I don't even think they're particularly related, at least not closely related, but they're both called pandas. So that could well be the case. Does that help with this? Oh, debt cycle or debt spiral? Worsening situation. Yeah, it could be debt something. What was this again? Alternatives to irons. Yeah. Oh, it could be irons as in ironing clothing, I guess. Does that help? Steamer would be. I don't know. Oh no, it could be that actually. Oh, that's funny. Because alternatives irons could be steamers in terms of pressing clothes or de-wrinkling clothes, because this could be a death spiral. Not a I mean, debt spiral is also something that you could describe as a worsening situation from which there's no escape, but the more broad concept would be a death spiral that could refer metaphorically to all sorts of things. I bet that's right. Oh, and Esther, I think, is a scriptural book here, so that could be right. Oh, entr'actes, some theater transitions. Oops. There we go. Entr'acte. So this would be spelled with the, an apostrophe between the R and the A there. So literally between acts. Okay. All right. There we go. So stovetop convenience, a spoon rest. You could have, I suppose, on your counter if you've got a spoon you're using to stir something to avoid making a mess on the counter, you could put it on a spoon rest. Okay, set for a campsite. I don't know this one still. One way to be left. You could be left in. I just don't know what that is. Sorry. Bung, e.g. And month, yeah, it could be anything as far as I know. 10th in a series. 10th in a series. Oh, is it something like Greek letters? Something like that? I'm not sure. To run into someone could be to meet them. Handheld object used to release excess energy. A stress ball, or does it have a nickname like Stresso or Stressy or something? Stresso sounds Australian. Go window shopping, perhaps, to peer at. Trading card enthusiasts. Question mark. So there's a pun here. Trading card enthusiasts. Is it something like that? Trading card enthusiasts. I don't know what that's about. Small game hunters. Small game. What would be examples of small game? It would be somethingers named for the animal, presumably. Trading card enthusiasts. I don't know what this is about. A Doll's House protagonist. Oh, the play. Is this Nora? Is that right? I think it is. Go window shopping, perhaps. So that would be peer in. If so, I'm not 100% certain here, but that's 70% confident. Dreaded time for many. Dreaded time for many. There's so many clues here that I just don't even know how to start getting a handle on. It's definitely a Saturday puzzle for me anyway. Handheld object. Okay, it's not stress anything. Handheld object used to release excess energy. I just don't know. Blank plus pharmacy brand. Does that mean the name of a pharmacy chain? Or does it mean a brand of something that is sold in a pharmacy? I don't know. An eternity, eons, or ages, actually, could be either of those. Metaphor, I mean, not metaphorically, but sort of figuratively. You could describe something as an eternity and say, oh, it was ages, it was eons. But eons feels better to me. It's longer. At least it feels longer. Trading card enthusiasts. Oh, pen pals? Yes, they're sending postcards to one another. They're trading cards back and forth, and they're enthusiastic about it. Great, that's what it is. Pen pals, good. Okay, cash substitutes. Coin? No, I mean, that's not really a substitute. Coins are cash. I assume it ends with an S. One in the last line of defense, typically. A savior? I don't think that's right. All blank. Phrase in some non-denominational church names. All saints, maybe? Don't actually... I'm only saying that because I'm aware of that being in some church names. I'm not specifically aware of its frequency in non-denominational churches. But All Saints is certainly, a church name you do see. I don't know. I'm not sure that's right, but it's my guess. It was a lover and his blank, beginning of a song in As You Like It. I don't know offhand about this either. Okay, cover with scattered objects. To strew or to cover with scattered objects. Boy, I am not finding another foothold here, am I? Cop. Fess up. To cop to something is to fess up to it? Yes, there we go. So I was fairly certain it wasn't going to be a cop, meaning a police officer, just because that would be too straightforward. So it's to cop to something, to admit to it, to fess up. Cash substitutes. IOUs. There we go. You pay someone with a promise. Okay, small game hunters. I'm still not sure about this one. French family members could be mères or pères for mothers or fathers. Weird to pronounce those in French with that English S at the end. Sounds strange. Yeah, I don't know. Could be either of those. 10th in a series. Gamma? I can't, I'm not actually certain if that is the 10th. I probably should just learn the Greek alphabet by rote at this point. It might not even be the Greek alphabet we're looking for here, but it's just my guess. Set for a campsite. Mess. I don't know. One way to be... right, it's this. Oh, no, I'm not going to get any more help in this area. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, well... Oh, I guess it could be kappa as well. I think gamma is earlier than 10th. Well, let's just try this one as an other possibility, because I'm not confident those are the only two. So then what about this? Set for a campsite. Mess kit? I keep thinking mess because I'm thinking of a sort of food preparation area. And kit would be a good alternative to set. We don't want to repeat the word set. Mess kit. Maybe it is kappa. One way to be left. Left in plain sight is not the answer. Month, it could be September. Are there any other possibilities? Ridiculous that I had to run through the months to see if any others had S. But yeah, it'll be this. Oh, a stopper, a bung, a stopper. That sounds right. Something to stop something up. A bung. That sounds right. Okay. So then what about this? Oh, didn't look at this one. Slurped treat is an icy. Okay, could have gotten that one before, because that seems to be the official sort of blended ice drink of the New York Times crossword. So I think that's probably the answer. And one way to be left is in peace. Right. Okay, that's actually straightforward. Terriers are small game hunters. They're not the people doing the hunting. There's a breed of dog bred for that purpose. There we go. That's what it is. That makes sense. Okay, good. So we finally finished off one corner of the grid. It took long enough, didn't it? Here we have the handheld objects. I'm still not sure about that. Dreaded time for many. Go time? No. Not going to repeat time, obviously. Blank plus pharmacy brand raises as a sensitive subject. Something's up, maybe? Could this end with up? First country to hold elections using internet voting. Oh, I don't know. Could be something like Estonia. Estonia is incredibly... I think Estonia's sort of government online services are incredibly advanced. That's a real stab in the dark. I don't know if it's the first country to hold elections using internet voting, but it would fit in the grid, and it would make sense given what I know about the country. I'm just going to put it in and see, just in case, because it might be right. Completely take advantage of, to milk or to, I don't know. Yeah, this is probably wrong. It would be surprising if I got that out of the blue like that. Nautical, no, let's look at other things. Just must. You just must do something. Or could be she just must do it. She has to. Okay, that is possible. Vin Diesel's role in the Fast and Furious movies. Oh, can you believe I don't know this offhand? I mean, I have seen a few of these. I haven't seen any of the ones in the last probably decade, but I can't remember what that character's name is. I don't know. Let's look at this. Blank cheese. You just must do it. You got to? Could be nacho cheese? Oof. I'm starting to get very speculative here. There speculation upon speculation. Millfill. Maybe I'll delete this and just leave the two. Even that I'm not sure of because I don't know if Estonia is correct. Casino where Siegfried and Roy made their Las Vegas debut. MGM Grand? No. It's not long enough. I don't know. Some friendly advice. Something tip could end with tip. Nautical navigation aids. Sextants or something maps? No. Oof, okay. I'm not confident about anything here anymore. Plants used in early genetics experiments. Peas. Split peas. Yeah, that is true. Was it Mendeleev? It's definitely peas. Complete with off. To complete something. To top it off. To... Millfill. Spelt? Like spelt flour or something like that? Just must. Okay, sport that allows some corps-à-corps, body-to-body contact. Does this mean it's going to be a French name? I don't know offhand what sport this is. Creative outlet. Question mark. Creative outlet. So I assume it doesn't mean a kind of avenue by which you express your creativity, because that's the ordinary meaning of creative outlet, but there's a question mark indicating a pun of some kind. So maybe it's an outlet store in which some kind of creativity is expressed, or something to do with a wall socket. I don't know why that would be the case. Creative outlet. Boy, I don't know. I do not know. One in the last line of defense, typically. I don't know. I mean, this looks odd with SAS. Maybe this isn't saints after all of that. All souls is not long enough. I don't know. So I was thinking, I mean, I've seen plenty of, say, Church of England churches that call themselves All Saints, and it's not non-denominational. I don't know. Cover with scattered objects. Something up. Maybe this isn't split peas. It's definitely peas. I'm very certain about that. Green peas? I think that might be more correct. I don't know if that's actually the answer, but I think that might be the kind of pea that I'm thinking of in this experiment. The peas bit is what I'm confident about. Fill. Okay, I don't know about any of this. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. Some friendly advice. Take my tip. Here's a tip. I guess here's a tip sounds a bit more natural. I guess we'll just try that and see. Complete with off. Cap off. To cap something off is to complete it. Okay, that's something. So casino where Siegfried and Roy made their Las Vegas debut. I just don't really know Las Vegas very well. What was this again? Nautical navigation aids. Oh, no, something maps? Sea maps? Just must. Oh, gotta. You just must do it. You gotta do it. Maybe it's slangy. Sea maps? Oh, Copacabana? No, that doesn't work. I don't think that's a casino anyway. Tropicana. Maybe that's what my brain was trying to push me towards. That is definitely a Las Vegas casino, the Tropicana. That's the answer. This is looking okay. Estonia might be correct. I think it is maybe correct. Vin Diesel's role. Tom? That doesn't really sound right. Dom. That's the character's name. I suddenly, now that I have most of it filled, I finally recognize it. Much anticipated outing, a hot date. Completely take advantage of. Hose someone? Is that what that is used to mean? It's not usually how I would think of defining that, but I guess it sort of makes sense. So I'm totally hosed. I guess I usually think of that as meaning I'm completely out of luck, but not necessarily because someone has expressly taken advantage of me, but it could be for that reason. But maybe it is actually. Maybe it does have that meaning. Anyway, maybe this is nacho cheese then. Raises as a sensitive subject. Brooches. Oh, finally. Okay. Blank plus pharmacy brand. I don't know what that is. Dreaded time for many. Monday. Right. There we go. Go back to work if you have an office job. Handheld object used to release excess energy. I don't know what this is. Stim box? I don't know what this is. Blank plus pharmacy brand. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, now, ASAP. Locale named in the Beach Boys' Kokomo. Aruba? That's when they list a bunch of locations, right? Yeah. It's tuned for tunes. A radio is tuned to listen to music, for instance. Went from 0 to 180, say. U-turned. There we go. This is a good, accessible corner. Non-carbonated drink with bubbles. Boba tea has little tapioca balls. You could call bubbles. Refused to release is sat on some information. Emmy winner Uzo. Oh, yeah. I've seen this actor's name in the puzzle before. Aduba? Illuminating example. Analogy. Yeah, it is that. Okay. On to the next one. Grammy-winning Jay-Z song of 2009. There we go. And a migraine sufferer might take one for short. EEG to scan your brain. Okay, good. What can we do next? Oh, Arundhati Roy, Booker Prize-winning author. There we go. I think that's correct. Ballet exercise done at a bar. Not sure. What about this? Celebrity gossip site. This looks... Oh, no. I was going to say this looks wrong, but I don't think it is. E-online? Because E is or was, I'm not sure. I think an entertainment magazine? And I think they had a television program as well, or maybe a network. I don't even know. And then probably a website, I'm guessing. So I think that's all. That's fine. Think piece. Think piece. Synapse, as in part of your brain anatomy? Element involved in thought? Could be. Blank urbis condite, date of the founding of Rome. Anno, probably, for a year. Let's see if that fits. Ballet exercises done at a bar. Yeah, still don't know this one. And then here we have better. Temporary, I'm not sure. Temporary water provider. And proverbial payee. Pay the piper goes the English language phrase. So there we go. You've got to pay the piper is sort of the proverb in question here. So that's the payee. So I still don't know about the ballet exercises. Slips through the, follow, ensue. If the events follow, they ensue. They continue on. And then slips through the cracks. Seeps, as in liquid could seep through the cracks. Oh, frappes? That could be it. I don't know actually the nature of that exercise, but I can't imagine what other word this is going to be. Temporary water provider. And then better, to one-up someone is to better them, to sort of improve on what they've done or outdo them. And then mill fill, grist for the mill, of course. That should have been my first thought. I probably had something else in here or somewhere. I probably had something somewhere else that threw me off there. No, I didn't. I had a T and I thought spelt. I should have thought grist. Maybe this is split P. Let's see. All blank. Oh, all faiths. I see. That makes sense with non-denominational church names. It's a non-denominational church. All faiths are welcome. I see. Okay. One in the last line of defense typically is safe something. It was a lover and his lady, I guess. It would seem like a likely follow on. Cover with scattered objects. To be draped, to be something, to kind of bestow or bespeckle or bestride, that kind of meaning of be. One in the last line of defense, typically. Safest? So safety, maybe? Is this NFL related, perhaps? I'm not actually sure. Handheld, stimulation toy or something like that? I don't know this toy, but it sounds plausible. Extra Plus pharmacy brand, maybe. I mean, it just looks like a commercial sort of trade name. Extra. Creative outlet. X-ray something? This could still be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe here's a tip is wrong, or split peas could still be wrong. What about this one? Temporary water provider. Plain. Oh, what about this? Oh, I didn't look at this. Cuban instrument that ironically has 6 strings. Well, the irony makes me think the answer is tres for 3, because obviously the irony here, based on the clue, is that it's going to be named for a number that isn't 6, is my suspicion. So then what would this be? Temporary water provider. Plant sitter. Someone who is taking care of your plants while you're away, and so they're providing water temporarily on your behalf. That's what it is. So then what's cover with scattered object? Maybe this isn't lady. Is it lamb or something? Or bestrew? Oh, right. That's funny. Strew is what I wanted this to be. Oh, lover and his lass. That's what it is. I was on the right track with lady. So this probably is safety. So then what's this? Creative outlet. Something story? No. Oh, sweet peas is the answer. Something store. Art store. Atra. Oh, this is what? A razor brand. At one point I would have called this the official razor brand of the New York Times crossword, but I haven't seen it in there as much recently. Okay, I think this is the answer, though. And there we go. Another tough one for me. I've had a tough late week this week. tough second half of the week. Just a tough Saturday puzzle. I mean, to be fair, it's Saturday and it's meant to be. It's meant to be difficult, but it was for me. I found it tough. Let me know how you fared with this one. Let me know if there were any moments at which you were yelling at me through the screen, baffled as to why I wasn't seeing something that was staring me in the face. I'm sure there were plenty of instances in which that was the case. Yeah, and there were bits where I sort of just got something right off the bat. But then there were things where, like sweet peas, where I sort of had half of it. I definitely knew it was the peas, but I just could not. It took me until almost the very end of the puzzle to finally confirm the first half. And then things like C maps, very straightforward. Just didn't think of the right possibility early on. And things like Atra, which I've known mainly from other New York Times puzzles, but this was such a vague clue, pharmacy brand. I don't know if that means that it's just because razors are sold in pharmacy or because maybe this brand is used for various things that might be sold in a pharmacy. I don't know. But there we go. Tough puzzle for me today, tricky one. And let me know how you fared in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Always curious to know. And I'll be back tomorrow with what should be a less difficult but longer puzzle, the weekly Sunday themed puzzle. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.